Adventure of Benson Adima. Benson Adima was born in one of the worst slums in Nigeria to parents who were both peasant farmers. His mother said she used ordinary cassava to wash his clothes as a baby. He was 8 years old before he knew what school was. In his secondary school, he had to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to the farm, plant groundnuts, or harvest cassava before going to school at about 9 or 10 a.m. By this time, 23 lessons would have been taught. He was always the last person to pay the school fee of 600 naira. Then he didn't know what goals or dreams were, but he had the inner desire for greatness. The day he got admission to the University of Lagos, he felt it was a dream. Benson was not born with a silver spoon. He knew what abject poverty is and what it is like to walk 5 miles to school barefoot. He experienced what it means to be homeless, and he cried to bed at times because he was unable to meet his pressing needs. He knew what it meant to soak cassava powder, Gary, 3 times a day. He knew what humiliation was. At the age of 16, he fell from a tree, half dead before he was revived. At the age of 18, he suffered a nervous breakdown due to a broken relationship. At the age of 20, when he finished secondary school, he underwent 2 surgical operations, hernia rupture, within the space of 3 months. He suffered a recurrence of the same hernia less than a year after the operation. That led to the 3rd operation at the age of 27. He sat for SSE, NICO, and GCE before he could secure a credit pass in the English language. At the age of 22, he was thrown out of a house where he served as a houseboy, in Lagos, Nigeria. At the same age and year, he attempted insurance marketing twice and failed twice. He later resolved to private dry cleaning and private home lessons to keep his head above water. At the age of 23, he lost his father to the cold hand of death. He also failed thrice as a multi-level marketer that same year. At the same age and year, he was thrown out of an abandoned sidewalk restaurant where he was staying temporarily. At the age of 24, he was again thrown out of an under staircase where he was staying temporarily by the caretaker and was later taken to police custody. That same year, he borrowed 10,000 naira from a colleague where he was teaching to process university admission. At the age of 25, he was a motorcyclist, Okada rider, for 2 years, where he survived 4 major motorcycle accidents that could have claimed his life. At the age of 26, he applied for UN SME funding by the federal government of Nigeria, but he was not successful. At the age of 27, by the federal government of Nigeria, but he was not successful. At the age of 27, he applied for UN and failed again. In the same year, he suffered a major setback from a friend and a relative who took over the house that Benson rented through the help of welfare. At the age of 28, he applied for the Mandela Washington Fellowship for Young African Leaders, WALE, but failed. At the ages of 29 and 30, he applied for YALA twice but failed again. Also the same year, he attempted an investment in agriculture, cassava, planting, and he was defrauded by a relative he trusted to help him. At the age of 30, his convocation at the University of Lagos was deferred. It was postponed for 1 year because of a delay in his academic project. In 2017, he underwent hernia rupture, surgical operation, for the 3rd time. In this same year, he lost his stepbrother, who brought him to Lagos in 2000. In 2018, he lost all his savings in addition to some borrowed capital in an investment. This incident threw him into debt, and he suffered another nervous breakdown. Benson Adima is the 4th child of his mother's 7 children and the 10th child of his father's 24 children. He is at present the only graduate among his father's children. This success breath crooner had gone through abject poverty, painful detours, and life-threatening occurrences. But despite it all, God is helping him to attain heights after heights. Living to bring blessings to mankind has been his utmost desire and request. This is the true definition of success. Success is not an accumulation of material wealth alone, as some believe it to be. Rather, success is the accumulation of good deeds, doing one good thing, one at a time, and the impact one inputs on the living standard of humanity. If today he could reach this height, where his voice of encouragement is heard and helping people across the world with his book being published, launched, and making an impact, he believed nothing can stop a man with a positive mental attitude from attaining his goal. People and situations may be obstacles. Such obstacles are temporal. No obstacle can permanently stop a determined man except himself. Benson Adima often challenges young people to go for the moon And if they cannot get the moon, they should go for the stars. Today, Benson holds a degree from the University of Lagos, a national diploma from Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ogo Iwe. He is a member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, MCIB, a member Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria, student member, as well as a holder of the Certificate in Leadership from Daystar Leadership Academy, Lagos. Additionally, he holds a certificate in computer education from Azitec Computer Institute, Lagos, a postgraduate diploma of theology from the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCGG Bible College, and is currently an MBA student with Ahmadu Bello University. He is the author of the inspirational book titled Awaken the Champion in You, Unleashing the Winner Within, a book that anchors on decision, focus, possibilities, success, and champions. Prof. Possibilities, Success, and Champions. Prof, as he is fondly called by friends and well-wishers. He is currently a banker in the microfinance sub-banking sector, where he works as a team lead supervisor position. Outside the banking hall, he is a motivational speaker and author. He is the CEO of Benzema Consulting, a human capital development organization that powers Success Breath seminars, Success Breath articles, and Success Breath blog. His mission is to help individuals and organizations achieve their personal and business goals faster by providing them with practical ideas and information that they can use immediately to get better results. He aspires to be the foremost motivational speaker with the most satisfied audience worldwide. Benson Adima remains your in-house motivational speaker, author, and personal development coach. Thank you.